Question 15. Now this question specifically asks for structural formula, so that's going to be the first thing that I will take note on, and you need to write condensation reactions, and you also need to name the product. Use an ester, so you assume this catalyst is available. It's a good idea to always write it on top of the arrow as well, because the reaction doesn't occur otherwise. Okay, I'm going to start with this. Methanol, 1 carbon, it's an alcohol, OH. So, alright, I might not have enough room here. Okay, that's fine. So the rest is that. So this is methanol. And it's going to react with ethanoic acid. So 2 carbon. I've realized, I think in previous examples, I did say that I tend to start with the carboxylic acid and then I add an extra carbon, and sometimes I don't do it. It really depends, but you have to just remember that the number of carbon in the longest chain always includes the carbon in the carboxylic group, so you don't add an extra carbon when you shouldn't. So this is ethanoic acid. Not entirely sure why I need to write this down, but anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna write concentrated H2SO4, which is just a very good habit to have for year 12, but you yeah, remember it. All right, product is an ester, so the H of this and the OH from here is gonna form water. So what you end up is you have the C, H, 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 O. So this CHHO comes from the alcohol. All right, I'm gonna just draw it and then I show you what I mean. That's a very odd covalent bond. Let's change that in a second. And then we have O, H, H. All right, let's just change a few things first. That's a weird looking covalent bond. That's a little bit better, but seriously, this pen is not working the way it should. What I was saying before I start drawing curved covalent bond is this part of the alcohol, including that hydrogen, ends up here. Okay, so that's the alcohol, and then the rest comes from the acid. So essentially, the water, I'm going to use blue for water. The water is this hydrogen and this OH. Therefore, the this O will go here and link to that carbon. Hence, you have the C double bond O, and you need to flip the entire structure of the carboxylic acid in order for it to work. So remember that. Now, when you name an ester, you start with naming the alcohol group. So there's 1 carbon from the alcohol, so you're going to say methyl, and 2 carbon from the carboxylic acid, so methyl ethanoate is the name, and it's like YL ethanoate. Anyway, there you go. Part B, we have ethanol and propanoic acid. I'm gonna do this one a little bit faster if I can. So C, C, OH. All right, this is a very common mistake, to actually draw the H with the O. That's very, very wrong, because the question asks for structural formula, so every bond must be shown. And you can tell that, you know, I make that mistake sometimes, so it's very important to stay alert when you do these things and make sure you don't accidentally forget to show any covalent bonds. Propanoic acid. All right, we're going to do that thing again. So you can show 3 carbon in the longest chain first. Just remember that you need to add the carboxyl. You have to use one of the carbon to add the carboxyl. And then we have H. And then we have one here. here and here. Okay, product. So this whole part is gonna end up in the ester. Now if you want, you can write the ester link first. It doesn't make that big of a difference. You definitely need to work out what is most comfortable to you. This whole part from the C double bond O to this side will be linked to the alcohol. And then you have C. Don't forget the hydrogen at the end. And the other product is water. Now, I didn't talk about this in the previous example, but another common mistake is to forget to show the water in structural formula. So you definitely want to do that. You name the ester as well, ethyl propanoate. There you go. Okay, that's good. Let's go to part C. We have propanol and ethanoic acid. So propanol, 1, 2, 3. OH. I don't have any particular reason for drawing it like this. I just feel like I'm not going to have enough room. Okay, that's propanol, 3 carbon, ethanoic acid. So you have 1, 2, double bond. And then we have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Feel like I didn't write concentrated sulfuric acid on the previous example. You definitely want to do that though. So I'm going to go back and do that before we finish. Okay, yes, ester. So 1, 2, 3, O. Then you have the C double bond O. And then you have the C. Life is too short to filling in hydrogen atoms. But what can we do? You're not going to have to do this a lot in uni. I think we use a lot of skeletal structure for the obvious reason that it saves a lot of time. So 3 carbon from the alcohol, so propyl, and then 2 from the carboxylic acid, so ethanoate. And do not forget to put in water in structural form. Okay, I am going to go back to this, and this is example 2 again, so I'm just going to add the concentrated sulfuric acid because it really should be there. Okay, that's better. That's 15.